Hello class and welcome to Review 1.7. This is getting you ready for your first unit test. I find it valuable to review some of the topics. I won't do this in all units, but I thought especially for our first unit I would make sure I do a summary sheet. So this would be something you want to make sure you've got down pat, and come see me if you have any questions with this, okay? So we spent a great deal of time. The first topic is solving triangles. Okay, so when solving triangles, ladies and gentlemen, it depends on the type of triangle you're given. Okay, so first of all, if you're given a 90-degree or a right triangle, you can use one of two things. You can use Pythagorean theorem if you're given 2 out of 3 sides, or you can use SOHCAHTOA as long as you're given one side or one angle, or 2 pieces of information like 2 sides to find an angle. That's what you use for a right triangle. Then we explored what's called the oblique triangle. And just remember, your oblique triangle has no 90-degree angle. Okay, and in that case, you're using one of two options. You're either using a sine law, and that's when you have a match. That's the opposite side to the given angle. Or you're going to use cosine law. You're given cosine law when it's side angle side or a contained angle, or when you're given side side side, all 3 sides are given. Okay, so again, that's a good review. And remember, with word problems, you may have to draw 1 or 2 triangles and then set up whichever method to solve that fits the problem. All right. Second topic I thought we'd discuss is the special triangles. You do need to have these ones memorized. Please do not expect me to provide them on your test. Basically, it's the 1, 1, root 2. Basically, just remember, guys, that it's 1, 1, which means if the side lengths are proportional, equal, then so do the angles. So that's your 45, 45. And then you've got your 1, 2, root 3 triangle over here, ladies and gentlemen. And I always remember that root 3 is beside the 90-degree angle. And just remember, these are both right triangles. All right. The key to using special triangles is the wording when it says for the exact values. Okay, so if you see the word exact values, you're probably going to use special triangles. All right. Third one was the cast rule. Make sure you know how to do the cast rule, and I would suggest as soon as you get your test that you draw your cast rule so that it helps you figure out when each ratio is positive in each quadrant. Okay, then we have, ladies and gentlemen, standard position. So we learned that the initial arm, ladies and gentlemen, is right here. Okay, the terminal arm is wherever the angle finishes, so that would be your terminal arm. And your angle of reference is the angle from the horizontal to that. Okay, just be careful here, guys. It could also be here. So initial arm could be here. I could have my terminal arm being somewhere down here. And again, my reference angle in this case would be from here to here, because the reference angle is going to give you the acute angle, which is from the x-axis either above or below it. Okay, so that's your reference angle. Okay. All right. Moving on. Now we've got some trig angles from 0 degrees to 360. In many cases, you'll have more than one angle that represents the same value. You use the cast rule and your reference angles, and again, you could use your special triangles here. And again, it could say exact values there. Okay. Okay. As long as you remember, ladies and gentlemen, your cast rule, this isn't completely necessary, but I'll show you how we take a look at this. Okay, so if you've got your cast rules, okay, and you're looking at sine, okay, so sine is positive in the first quadrant, or it's going to be positive in the second quadrant, okay? So just remember Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, right? So what we know is that the angles between 0 and 360, it could be theta itself, or to get this reference angle, it's going to be 180 subtract theta. Okay. Likewise, we could do it for the cosine. If I just quickly draw it, C-A-S-T. Okay. So for the cosine, we know that we could have initial angle in quadrant 1. It's our reference angle, but we could also have the same value where else is cosine cosine positive is in the fourth quadrant. So again, to figure out this angle, okay, you take 360 and you subtract the theta, because otherwise it'd be all the way around, and you subtract that. All right, to get your other angle. And then tangent. Okay, so again, you'd have that angle and this one. This one would be theta, and then subtract 360 to give you there. Okay, and the last one, tangent. If you know that it's positive in quadrant 1 and in quadrant 3, so again, it's going to be theta, or theta plus 180 degrees will give you that second one. So there's the first one. I apologize, there should be no arrow there. It should just be here. Let me erase that so it doesn't look so bad. Okay. All right. So you can determine more than one angle that ranges from 0 to 360 that has the same value. All right. Okay, and let me just finish that up. Okay. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so we have a reference angle, which is the angle given. That's the angle your calculator will always give. But just remember that using the cast ruler is always going to be a second spot where, or a second angle that gives you the equal value between 0 and 360. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your homework is a practice test. So if you look at the attached pages here, you can print them off and go through it, and we'll take those up in class. Okay? Have a great day, folks, and good luck studying for your test. Please come see me for extra help if you need it, okay? Have a great day.